If you're seeing this, I have no internet. It's been out for weeks now, and seeing as it's just me and this little guy here, let's talk about his Wii games.
Growing up, I would get hours of gameplay out of my Wii every day, and I've been looking for any excuse to replay these Kirby games, so just bear with me. Let's go back in time for this one. After Kirby and the Crystal Shards came out on the Nintendo 64, it was completely silent on the Kirby front. Of course, there were still handheld games coming out, but for us home console fans, we were starving. Kirby's Return to Dreamland was in development for about 11 years. For context, nowadays a game taking 11 years sounds like the average slow development cycle, but back then, games were pushed out so much faster. With no traditional Kirby game on the GameCube, the Wii was looking a bit bleak itself, so picture this. By October 24th, 2011, we finally had the game in our hands. I remember it like it was yesterday. We were all marching in the streets cheering, but unfortunately 2012 was right around the corner, and the world was just about to end. But we got a Kirby game, so it was all worth it. The game itself starts with this blue ship crashing on Planet Popstar. Kirby, King Dedede, Meta Knight, and the guy who's not in Smash Bros. All band together to help repair the ship. As for the gameplay loop itself, it takes the form of the old games, with there being 27 regular transformations this time, but there are also 5 super transformations. These allow you to interact with the levels in certain ways we've never seen before, but I think this game is missing something. I don't think there's enough yarn in this game. Okay, I'll be honest, I completely lied to your face. Return to Dreamland wasn't even the first game on the console. Kirby's Epic Yarn was announced at E3 2010. The game itself was set to be directed by Goodfeel, the company behind the modern Yoshi games, and at first, this seemed alarming. I mean, why would a Kirby game not developed by HAL Laboratory be any good? But this isn't just any company we're dealing with. Up to this point, Goodfeel had made Wario Land Shake It and an incredibly cool DSiWare game called Looksy's Lineup. I would go into more detail about these games, but I need to get my facts right. And again, no internet. Compared to Return to Dreamland, this game's development was much smoother. It was announced in 2010 and released in 2010. Booting up this game, we are met with the guy from Pringles and are thrown into a level. Kirby has 3 basic moves in this game: a car mode, which essentially acts as a sprint, his whip, which goes in 3 different directions, and of course, his iconic parachute mode. Where is his fly, you ask? Well, don't fret, my friend. Kirby is alive and well without his fly ability. And overall, it actually allows for a new spin on the gameplay loop. If I were to compare this game to a modern Nintendo title, I'd say this is like an early version of Super Mario Wonder. Like Wonder, each course introduces 1 or 2 new mechanics on the gameplay, then you reach the end of the level where you're greeted with a completely original transformation. You could just tell that Goodfeel put so much love into this game. With that being said, I think that is every Kirby game. Nah, we got one more. Immediately, the player is faced with a tough decision upon booting up the game. Cool challenges, a collection of Kirby classics, or history class. Let's just get the museum out the way. This screen serves as a nice ode to the Kirby series. Also, it taught me about some US presidents, which was kind of funny. The next screen, the challenge levels, essentially act as extra maps to help boost the amount of content in this package, and this may seem as if it's the best part. I mean, who doesn't love original content? But this isn't a video on the modern era of Kirby, is it? This is a video of games that came out like 15 years ago, but I am craving more nostalgia. These games, while some of Kirby's best games of all time, are not old enough. I need something older. I need something that came out before I was born. That's where these classic games come into play. And you know what? This isn't enough. Kirby's not old enough. I need to go back in time.